Hello, everyone. Hello, Miami. My name is Maggie. It's my first time ever in Miami, same as crypto.com. So I would like to give a brief introduction of our ecosystem and also our development roadmap. Just to better introduce ourselves, who we are, we actually have wrapped a couple of the train of the metro mover across downtown. So if you haven't got a chance to catch that, please do. We started off this campaign outdoor actually last year in San Francisco when we got more serious tapping into the US market. We were thinking about whether we want to introduce ourselves as what most people know us of, which is a Visa card provider, a crypto card provider, or about our lending platform on the earn and credit. But we decided to pull back a little bit because our mission is to drive mass adoption, and we're not there yet. And how do we tap into the world that where most of the people have still only just heard about crypto, meaning they have only just heard about the name Bitcoin. So we tap into this phrase used heavily by the community. We also put it out there in all of the key cities we want to tap into to bring more awareness in a sense that we are actually trying to come up with a better alternative. We're not competing with another crypto card providers out there, but we're trying to provide a better alternative compared to what's existing at the moment in the market. So to tie to our mission to drive mass adoption, our end goal is to put cryptocurrency into everyone's wallet, right? And while we're doing so, we have to constantly remind ourselves why we are doing that. And that is to this phrase that we believe that is our job to give back our users a better control over their money, over their data and privacy as well. So we have been very busy building the foundation the year of 2018. We launched the beta version of our crypto.com app back in May at that point. The market was tough. We doubled down our resources to build the right foundation. And last year was when we start to see some really good traction. We now have accumulated more than 1 million users on our platform with a team more than 200 people. We have 2 active trading tokens, CRO and MCO, and we have first time reached top 25. All the number of followers on the social media is already out of date, even though I have just updated that last week. But we like to also emphasize how much work and resources that we put in security and data privacy. We have a really big team doing this every day, evaluating how we're doing the work, the process, and of course our source codes, right? We have all of the users' fund kept in cold storage. We have an active 2FA and withdrawal wallet verification process. And we have acquired a couple of industry standard certificates just to prove to people who are new to the market that we're serious on the side of compliance and security. But to a user, these are just numbers. What really matters is what we have rolled out to the market. So last year was a very busy year. The product that we are known most for, the Visa MCO Visa card, which is also the proposition that we had back when we raised our ICO. We finally launched in US in July last year. Some people still don't know about it, so we're really pushing very hard. This is the second market after the first rollout in Singapore. Very exciting news is we will be able to start shipping cards in the EU market. If not the end of this month, it will be early in February. We are not just stopping there. We're constantly adding more coins that we can support to convert your crypto to fiat currency and spend it or withdraw it anywhere Visa network is supported. We have enabled a direct fiat top-up for Singapore card users, and we see really high demand since then, and we are enabling for the US card holders as well. We launched a lending platform in May, coming with an earn side product where you can earn interest up to 8% for supported coin and 12% for stable coins that we supported, and for own token CRO up to 18%, and now we're supporting up to 18 coins in total. In parallel, on the lend side, we have launched the credit, now supporting 6 coins, and loan to value ratio, we have increased up to 50%. For the buy and sell side, we're supporting 21 fiat currencies. We have also launched in the last quarter, very brand new, our own exchange. The public beta version is now live already, which is a desktop version with a desktop API. It's a very competitive space, right? Why we're doing it now is sort of a natural next step, and I'll elaborate a little bit more. But for now, we focus very much on giving the best value to the customers who are new and be able to support us as a new exchange on the pricing, on the liquidity, and also for people who stake CRO, we get the most competitive pricing for them. And staking mechanism is what we use in our ecosystem a lot. In parallel, we have also launched called the Syndicate, which is a fundraising platform for new projects. We have been a new project before, and as the space getting more crowded, is getting harder and harder for new projects to be listed in performing exchange. It's important for us to sustain a very healthy competition in this space to drive mass adoption. So for new projects, we are not charging listing fees. We help them raise capital. And for new tokens and project listed on our exchange, we also have the utility side of service offering that we can integrate into our platform. In terms of community, now we give them a voice to vote the projects that they see potential and they want to be seen listed on our exchange. And also for them who have staked our CRO, they would get a priority for discounted allocation. And we are driving really hard on a lot of sales events at the moment. I've said a lot of what we have accomplished in the last year or so. I think this is probably the most important slide because we ask the questions, right, all the time, who we are. Are you a card provider? Are you a land provider? Reason why we use time for Plan B on our ad campaign instead of just focusing on one product is because our end game is to build an ecosystem. And that's also why we need to launch the exchange to sort of like close the end-to-end service offering. And to users, it's a better experience, right? Because you can trade, and then you don't need to go to another platform to convert, and you don't need to go to another platform to deposit your crypto to earn interest. You don't need to go to another platform to get the loan. We try to offer end-to-end service. And for what is highlighted here in red, is what we already have rolled out in the market, offer for the 1 million users on our platform. 2020 will be the year for us to focus on the DeFi version, which is the second role. That ties back to our belief, right? How do we get better control of the money and identity back to our users? You may think, oh, DeFi has been around, like it was the hot topic last year. We do have more advantage here because we have been optimizing with rounds and iterations of the decentralized version of the product. We have accumulated a lot of learnings out of them and for us to be ready to roll out the DeFi version. That user experience, I think, is something that we are confident that we will be able to deliver to users. As I mentioned earlier, we got a strong foundation on the trust side, on compliance and security. But I think at the end of the day, the product needs to make sense to a user. And so we leverage on the staking mechanism to give the best values to our customer. So for the existing wallet app, right, I myself have staked some MCO. So I get a slightly higher tier of the MCO Visa card, and in return, I get better cashback rate, I get free Netflix, I get free Spotify. And for the Bitcoin, the little Bitcoin that I hold, I get a slightly better interest rate. And the metal card that we have, with all these really attractive perks, we are not charging annual fees, right? Like a lot of credit cards do in the market. So when we compare, we're not just comparing with another crypto card out there. We're comparing with card market in general. Very soon, by the time we roll out the DeFi version, the other token CRO will play as an equivalent role for that. And in fact, we have already announced the launch of the non-custodial version wallet, and I'm super excited about that. So yeah, it's the user experience, is the financial incentive that we think we are very proud to be able to deliver that to our users on every front of the services. It's going to be a really busy year. I don't even know if you can see how small the fonts are, but that's just how much that we will be delivering for the year of 2020. Under the same spectrum of services on trading, payment, and finance. If I must highlight a couple of key deliverables that I find most exciting myself, now that we have a Visa card that is working very well, connected to Visa, down the road we're going to separate out with a credit product that can help users fund their card directly without selling their crypto. That would be a big one. The other one would be to launch the mainnet of our own native blockchain for end-to-end crypto payment. And then the other area would be as I mentioned earlier, the DeFi version of the product. Now with the exchange, down the road we have the DeFi version, same as the earning and the credit part of it as well. So we do have a booth, and come by. We have prepared some drink vouchers, so come have a chat with us, check out our app, get a free drink to talk with us. And if you're very busy meeting with potential partners and whatnot, we are also hosting a smaller meetup tonight across the street at the Blockchain Center. We are getting very serious about the Miami market and Florida, and we have been working with a lot of influencers and ambassador partners and media partners as well. Anyone who is interested, please stop by and we can talk more about it. Thanks so much.